Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you are new. I'm Manganet and welcome to the next episode of the 28 Days of Insanity, where me and Holy Tash are publishing a new video every single day during the month of February, and on today's video it's another reading vlog. So like I said, today we are starting another reading vlog and I'm recording this intro in a rush, so bear with me. But basically we are going to be testing who done it better. Basically we're going to be reading two books with the exact same book title, and then we're going to see which one made it justice the most, the better, which one we preferred from those two that have the exact same title. And this happened because if you have a lot of books, like it happens to both of us, you might have realized that some books have very similar titles to each other, but some others even have the exact same words. It's very self-explanatory. I don't know why I'm elaborating so much. The books that I'm going to be reading are The Split by Sharon Bolton. This is a thriller. I'm not entirely 100% sure, or even 20% sure. I'm not sure what this is about. I don't know. I read the synopsis a bunch of months ago, but I haven't read it since, and whatever. So this is the first book, and it's the one that I'm going to start tonight. Actually, I lie. I already read like the first 3 chapters, but I wasn't paying too much attention, so I'm not too sure what was happening, so I might just go ahead and restart the whole book just so I'm into the story. So we have this one, and then the one that I'm going to be reading is, you guessed it, The Split, but it's by a different author and I don't have that copy, so I'll put the cover here. So the other one is by Laura Kay. It's a brand new 2022 release. That one, it was released at the end of January. That other one is a romance, so I thought it was very interesting to compare two books with the exact same title but that are actually going to be completely different because even the genre is different. I also had another option, One by One by the darling Ruth Ware, and there is another one called One by One. Here's the cover. And the reason why I didn't choose these ones, even though I really wanted to read this and it would have been a really great opportunity to do that, was because those are both thrillers and I liked more the idea of these ones because the genres are different. You know the gist. I'm gonna start reading the book and I'll give you some updates when I am a little bit into it. I'll see you on that update. I think I'm gonna DNF this book. I'm on page 80, that's 19 chapters in, and I'm just not interested at all in the story. I'm not enjoying the way it's written down. I'm confused with the characters. I haven't really connected to who is who, and I feel like 80 pages in I should already have a clue of what's going on, and I'm just very confused with the story. I find it hard to follow, and mostly I find it very uninteresting. And when I don't really connect to anything, not the characters, not the situation, not anything, it's most likely gonna be a 2 or a 3 stars at maximum. It's not gonna make me love the book, so what I'm thinking is there's no point in wasting my time reading a book that I'm not really interested. So I'm gonna DNF this at page 80. Gonna give it a 1 star, which is the rating that I give to all the books that I DNF. And we're gonna move on to the next book, which is obviously The Split as well, and the author is Laura Kay. I'm gonna start reading that, and reality is, if I don't DNF that book, that one is already better than this. I read the first couple of chapters the other day at night. It's quite comical. We're following this couple that just broke up. I was surprised, and this is 100% my own fault. Ignore Miku in the background. She is upset that Josh isn't in the bedroom right now. I was surprised that this is a lesbian couple. The reason why I say my fault is because it's one of those things where we always just assume that the norm is our own reality. So like I will always visualize characters as being white characters if there's no other information telling me that, and if it's a couple I will always visualize them as being a man and a woman because that's also the sexual orientation that I have. And it did take me a little bit to actually be sure that they were 2 girls, because one of them, I don't remember the names, but at least one of them has one of those names like Sam, that it could be a man as well. So for a little bit I was thinking it was a man and a woman, but then as the story went by I realized it's actually 2 women, which is very interesting and just made the story have a whole new depth to it. And they just broke up, and one of them took the train to go stay with her dad for a bit. She took the cat with them, and the other one sent her an email, and now they're like exchanging emails between them. And the one that took the cat, she's reminding the other one on how the relationship started and telling her events that happened a few years ago when they first started dating, like, do you remember that day we went to blah blah blah, and the whole email is about that. And the other one, when she replies, she's all like cold and harsh. Like, yes, of course I remember that. I was there. But that doesn't excuse the fact that you took the cat. Bring my cat back right now. I want the cat. So the whole thing is quite comical. And now I'm going to listen to some more of the audiobook. And I have the ebook as well on my phone. So I can read at night. So I'm going to read a little bit before going to sleep. And I'll update you another day. I've been listening to some more chapters of The Split while I was cooking dinner today, and this story is the kind of romance that I like, that has jokes, that it's silly, that is relatable, that it's up to date. And the main character, I really like her because she's heartbroken. She's having trouble, like, not necessarily moving on with her life, but not letting herself go into the self-pity world. She's having trouble with that, but at the same time she realizes that she's having trouble with that, so she has own conversations with herself, telling herself, stop that, stop the self-pity thing, just go on, move on with your life, blah blah blah, which is something that I also relate with, because I'm also someone who gets into the self-pity sometimes, but then it annoys myself, so I tell myself to stop that, but at the same time it's not an immediate change. You still need time to be in a self-pity for a while so you can move on. So I feel very relatable to her, and she is now bonding with this guy, which was one of her best friends when she lived in the little town where she's on at the moment, and he's also having some trouble with his life and romantic life and all that. So they are helping each other grow in the way that they're just becoming really good friends, and there's no romantic involvement between the two of them, which if there was, I feel it would break a lot of the story, because sometimes you just need a friend. You don't want a romance badly, and especially because this is a boy and a girl, I feel like books tend to always, if it's a boy and a girl, they always become together and there's always some flirt going on, and with them there's no flirt at all. There's no involvement like that. They're just friends, and I really appreciate that the author is doing that, that she's showing that a man and a woman can be best friends and they can have a great time, and they have such good banter with each other, talk bad things about their exes, and they just try and start new activities together to get their minds out of things. I'm really enjoying this. So obviously I haven't finished this book yet, but this book is already doing better than the other, The Split, and I'm really happy I'm reading this. This is the kind of romance that I like, and so far it's a really solid 4 stars. I hope it continues like this, and I hope that by the end of this video I will have a new romance recommendation for you guys. This video is supposed to go live today, and I haven't yet finished my book. So what I'm going to do now is that I have a few things to do around the house, including I need to start by getting ready. I'm going to play the audiobook. We have 1 hour 20 left on the audiobook. I'm listening at 2.85 times speed, and I'm gonna listen while I do everything else, and we're not gonna stop listening until we finish the book. So I'm gonna bring you along for this journey. It's gonna be an adventure. We're starting right now. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this device, and it's not what you might think it is. It is a shaver for the face. It has 2 heads, this small one and a big one that is somewhere over there. I use it for my mustache and for my facial hair. I'm Portuguese. I have a lot of body hair, as I'm sure most of you do as well. Start the time lapse. I'll speak to you later on.
Chapter 30, Day 9. Getting through the following day at work was nothing short of heroic.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? He's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, but doesn't make you, will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished to stay, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around.
I finished the book, so let's talk briefly about The Split by Laura Kay. It's a 4-star. It's a really cute romance. There was some parts in the middle that got a bit boring, but not really. I think it was mostly because I haven't read for the last 4 days because I haven't been in the mood for reading, which then makes me think that the reason why I didn't read was because the book wasn't being that good and I was bored, but in reality I wasn't. Last time I read it I really enjoyed it, and today I was reading it and I really enjoyed it. So it was just a mini reading slump that I've been through the 4 last days. But the book itself, I mean, I liked it. I remember liking it before, I like it now. It's a 4 stars in the way that I really enjoyed it, but I don't think it's one of my all-time favorite books because, again, if it was, I wouldn't have been able to put it down for 4 whole days. But it's really cute, it made me giggle at some points, and it's the kind of romance that I really enjoy, where it's relatable and there is a happy ending, but not necessarily, and they lived happily ever after, because I don't think that's realistic. Who done it better, Laura Kay or Sharon Bolton? Definitely Laura Kay, because as you know, this was a DNF, and I don't even remember anymore what this is about. Oh, some scientists that were in the Arctic. Have I ever spoke about this book in the vlog? I know that I told you I was reading it, and I know that I told you I was DNFing it, but did I ever tell you what the plot was? Some scientists that were in the Arctic and they were doing some investigation, but they were also like, someone was running away. I don't know, the whole thing was very confusing. I didn't enjoy this book at all. Laura Kay definitely did it better in this fight of The Split versus The Split. The winner is Laura Kay with The Split. I really enjoy doing this video concept. I think it's super fun. There are a lot of books that actually have the same names, or at least very similar names, but even the exact same names, there are indeed a few books, and maybe I would like to do this again in the future. If you know of any books, 2 books that have exactly the same title, leave it in the comments, or if you have even read any 2 books, maybe not on purpose, but if you have indeed read 2 books with the same name, also leave it in the comments which books were those, and also which one did you think it was the best one. And my dudes, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but come back tomorrow for the very last day of Insanity 2022. It's been a journey, but we'll talk a little bit more tomorrow. In fact, I'm going to record that video right now. So for you, I'll see you tomorrow. For me, I'll see you right now over there by the desk. Bye!